Well, heading into week 2 of the season, probably not what you were looking for as far as result from the Gopher Invite, but what can you take away from that, from the event?
Yeah, I mean, we were certainly disappointed with our first, finish of the year, being at home in front of our great fans. We had one of the best turnouts of recent memories at the Gopher Invitational, and to finish 13th in that field is certainly not the way we want to start out the season. There were 9 great teams there, but our final day we finished 8th or 9th, I believe, in the field, and I thought that that's probably where we needed to be in our first event. But good things we can take away from that week is we had an outstanding performance by a freshman, John Dutois from Chaska, Minnesota. He played exactly how I know John can play. He was poised out there, and it looks like he's going to be a real threat in college golf this year.
Let's go a little bit further about him. Going in, you never really know what a freshman's going to give you, that type of course. You said it a little bit, but it's got to be good from a coaching standpoint to know that you have that from a freshman, and then you'll have it 3 more years after this.
Yeah, he's an exciting player to watch. I mean, he hits it in every fairway. He putts well. He hits a lot of good iron shots. He's kind of a coach's player. I mean, he's the one who comes to you for advice on what he can get better at all the time. He certainly is open with us about maybe what he needs to work on or maybe his best parts of his game. He's just the communication is certainly there already, and I think it shows that it's the first full recruit that I have playing for me that I've been able to watch for 2 years in high school and really evaluate, get to know his family, and he's going to be a big star here at this program, both on the golf course and off the golf course.
As the season goes, you're going to be led most likely by Eric Van Rooyen. He probably didn't play the way we know he can play, but still he led you, tied with John, but he led you. Is it nice to have that 5th year or the 4th year senior to lead you?
Yeah, I mean, certainly when you talk about Minnesota Gopher golf right now, you certainly can't forget Eric Van Rooyen. Eric has meant the most to the team in the last couple of years. 2-time All-Big Ten performer. He's back. It's good as a leader. He leads more on the golf course than off the golf course. His scores certainly are a big part of his leadership, and he would be disappointed about this week, but he was 2 under par with 5 to play the final day on what will go down as probably one of the most difficult days in college golf of the year with a scoring average of 79.65, and for him to shoot 75 that last day is a step in the right direction, and he's primed to go to Washington this weekend and play well.
You mentioned Washington, the Husky Invite this week. I believe Minnesota is the only team from the east of the West Coast that'll be taking part in that. Also, 4 top 15 ranked teams. Do you like that kind of competition?
I do. I've set my competition schedule up this year to really test our players, and also from a recruiting standpoint, everyone's going to want to come and play for Minnesota right now because we're going to play one of the top 10 schedules in the country, and University of Washington is going to be a big test for us, but it's also played on very similar grass to what we're used to, and I think we're going to try to head west a little bit more in our scheduling as the East Coast with Bermuda grass is certainly a different type of grass, and we're going to go out to Washington fully prepared. It's a golf course very similar to Spring Hill Golf Club, Gold Mountain Golf Complex, and there's 2 golf tournaments actually in one, which is kind of fun. We're going to take 5 members of our team to the Gold Mountain Course, and then we're going to play 2 individuals potentially at the Gold Mountain Cascades course, which it will be a lot of fun to see 7 guys be able to go out and compete again and hopefully improve upon what we learned from the Spring Hill tournament.
Before you head out, obviously you're going through qualifying right now. After what you saw at the Gopher Invite, what have you seen this week in qualifying?
Well, there's certainly a renewed sense of focus. I think the golf course certainly got the better of our team at Spring Hill. Yesterday, we played at Troyburn under very nice conditions, but the golf course was pretty wet. We played in a little bit of rain at the end of the day. We had 3 scores of 73 or better from 7,100 yards, and I feel like those guys certainly stepped up to the plate, and our practice was incredibly good the day before, and I look forward to another couple good days of practice here before we leave.